Praise, esteem, and honor to the Most High Yah by way of Yahushua HaMashiach. John 5:39. After John 5:39, I probably won't get that James chapter 5 we were talking about, because I got something totally different. It don't really fit. It do, but it don't. After John 5:39, 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 39. Proceed, sir. Proceed.
Search the scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life, and they will testify of me.
Yeah.
You will not come to me that you might have life. I receive not honor from men, but I know you that you have not the love of Elohim in you.
Yeah.
I come in my Father's name, you receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive.
Yeah.
How can ye believe which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor which cometh from Elohim only? Do not think that I have accursed you to the Father. There is one that accuses you, even Moses, in whom you trust. For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if you believe not his writings, how shall you believe my words?
All right, 1 Kings 11:39. We're going to touch two. I'm going to try to kill three birds with one stone, because we got to swing back to dealing with them genealogies. So I'm going to touch one. I think we did it already, but it ain't going to hurt nothing to do it again. So that's what we're going to do. 1 Kings 11:39. It's something we read last night. I got to do it, though. I got to work it like that.
And I will for this afflict the seed of David, but not forever.
For not forever. Remember what the word for afflict was? Dang, that junk ain't gonna let me merge your call, bro. I gotta hang your other phone call up first. Hold on. All right. Y'all remember that is? That's to be made humble, to be made low, right? He said he'll afflict the seed of David. What y'all think he mean when he say he gonna afflict the seed of David? Who is he telling that he's gonna afflict the seed of David? Who is he talking to? He talking to Solomon. So what do you think he mean when he said that he's gonna afflict the seed of David? I'm talking about. Think about. I mean, we obviously. What do you think he mean when he say I'm gonna afflict the seed of David?
The only thing I can think of is what David's name means my beloved. He's gonna afflict his beloved.
No, I mean he's saying he's gonna afflict this man's lineage. So that means you should be able to go through and see in his lineage that anyone who was of his lineage had been afflicted. Like it's not. I mean, I know like sometimes don't try to look so deep. It's really just that plain. He said, "I'm gonna afflict the seed of David." Didn't he tell David the sword to always be in his house? So that means anybody from his lineage must be afflicted. And we're going to look at it and see that every single individual from his lineage was afflicted, or Yah is a liar. That's what he just told Solomon out the mouth of a prophet. Solomon wanted to kill that man because of it. He said, I will afflict. He said, not forever though. So eventually that affliction is going to stop. But he said, if you are the seed of Daoud, boy, you're going to be afflicted. Now we know his name means beloved, so if you come about the beloved, you will be afflicted. Every single solitary person from the seed of David must be afflicted, or Yah is a liar. This is 1 Kings 11:39. So you know what? A lot of people who don't get afflicted, you ain't from the seed of David. Oh, that's ugly. That's ugly as sin, ain't it? Ugly as the elephant man. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, I just said we were going after the 1 King. I don't remember. I did say, but I don't remember. So I can't blame you for that, because I don't remember. So, oh yeah, 1 Chronicles chapter 3, verse 1. Go look at it, see, and somebody open the door for thing. Then bandit. Yeah, there was too many calls on there. I couldn't merge that. I had to hang up your other call.
1 Chronicles 3:1.
What does it say?
Now these were the sons of Daoud.
Sons of who?
Daoud.
So this would be his seed, right?
Which were born unto him in Hebron.
In Hebron.
The firstborn Amnon.
Amnon. What happened to Amnon? I don't have time to deal with it right now. What happened to Amnon? Who is he, and what happened to him?
He got murdered.
Why did he get murdered? What did he do?
He was that the one trying to slide his sister?
That's the one who did slay with his sister.
Yeah.
He killed him for it.
Yeah,
Wasn't no trying. He raped him.
That's what I meant.
And she told him that your sin was even worse, that you put me away after you laid with me versus you laying with me. So was not his seed afflicted? He got afflicted. Keep on going. Let's see who the next person they name.
And the Henoam, the Jezreelites. The second Daniel of Abigail the Carmelite.
They don't talk about Daniel too tough. Go ahead.
The third Absalom.
Oh boy, but you know who he is. How was he afflicted?
That nigga was hung.
He was hung. Oh my goodness, he was hung well.
tree.
So hold on. So if we was to go to what that is, Second Samuel somewhere, we would see him hanging on a tree. Let's say the seed of David to be afflicted forever, right? But before we go any further, give me Matthew chapter 17 and verse 1. Because see, we had a brother ask this question, right? So before we read that, give me Isaiah 8 and 18. This is a pertinent question that he asked. We'll just go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't address it then because I didn't feel like it. But I'll do it right now, though. I mean, ain't nothing against him. I mean, it's a pertinent question. If you know the book and you see that, then what he asked is relevant. I want y'all to understand something. Just because you may have knowledge and wisdom and understanding on the topic doesn't mean other people do. And because there's a difference if somebody's making a statement or making a statement based off of this is what they understand this to be and they believe it to be an error. Then that's how the man say, how can you be compassionate on those that are ignorant and out of the way? You might have to understand that person may just not know, and no one has ever took the time to show them. You know what I'm saying? Most brews, they don't think like that. He just might not know. You can tell when a nigga's being belligerent and disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when somebody's saying, hey, I feel like this man was talking to the dead based on what I'm reading. You know what I'm saying? Is he wrong for his assertion of what he read? No, if you look at it, yeah, I can see where he could come to that conclusion. Will you be humble enough and show him, nah, bro, this is what really was going on? You know what I'm saying? And now whether he chooses to accept it or not, that's on between him and y'all. You ain't got nothing to do with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, Isaiah 8 and 18.
Tell me what it says.
Behold, I and the children whom...
That ain't make what I want. I just want to keep going though. It might come up on this. But keep on going. You got time to pause. Just go.
It say, when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits.
There you go. Seek unto them that have what?
Familiar spirits.
And what else?
And wizards that peep and that mutter.
That's what they say.
Should not a people seek unto their Elohim?
And instead of what?
For the living to the dead.
Now that's what the Malachian said to them. He said, why y'all seeking the living amongst the dead, right? Now let's look at Matthew 17 and 1.
And after 6 days, Yahushua take Peter, James, and John.
So how many people did he take with him? 3 people.
And bring them up to a high mountain apart. And was transfigured before them.
He was what?
Transfigured.
If he transfigured, what just occurred?
He was taken up.
He was changed into a higher estate. Is what that Greek word is going to tell you what it means. So if he was transfigured before their eyes, what do you think just occurred? No, they just seen a vision. See, his point of the matter is he's saying it doesn't state that it's a vision or a dream so that he was talking to dead people. But the transfigured is what lets you know that that was not, he wasn't talking. Because you got to ask this here, how is Yahusha able to make dead people appear? That's the part, common sense. Just a little common sense. And you're going to read that they knew who these men were. So how did, they never seen Peter and Elijah before. And I mean, they never seen Elijah Moses before in their life. How could they identify them? How would they even know who they don't know what if Moses walked right in here right now, ain't there a person in here going to know who that is. You've never seen him before. You don't know what he looked like. You know how many hairy niggas walk around here? So is that Elijah because this nigga got hair on his back? I'm for real though. Some stuff is just common sense. But I understand though, because a lot of times we want it to be spelled out when you're supposed to be wise enough to know what's going on. Go ahead.
That was a dream.
Clearly. Go ahead. I'm gonna put it this way. I never thought about it because that was just apparent to me. But that's not casting no aspersions on nobody else who would see it and think differently, because that's why I be telling y'all sometimes don't look at stuff from your perspective and how you think. Remove yourself and try to see it from their perspective and how they think. Then you might can be able to assist them to see what's going on. You might be able to give them a solution to solve their problem. But if you look at it from your perspective, you ain't never gonna solve it. Because you're gonna look at it, that nigga, that's stupid. There's a difference in knowing somebody's stupid and trying to understand their perspective. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, all dealings with people is just perspective. Everybody's perspective is not the same. And we get upset when people's perspective is not the same as ours. You don't have to see it my way. You know what I'm saying? Cool, we disagree. It's not a big deal. Life goes on, man. We go hit this gym in like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We go do this here. Nigga disagree with a nigga. Nigga be mad. You know what I'm saying? You got a nigga disagree with you and walk around mad for 3-4 days. That sounds like a problem with you, cuz I was straight. It's just a disagreement. It's not that serious. It was pretty much over after the conversation was over with. You know what I'm saying? But y'all be seeing how them niggas be acting online. Them niggas get hot with niggas deleting, niggas blocking it. So y'all only knows what you do in real life. And I'm tell you like this here, be dead real. Just like you talking about ain't nobody. If niggas could get away with killing niggas, they would do it. The only reason niggas ain't persecuting you to that point because they don't want to lose their butthole virginity in the chain gang. Or they don't want to get raped by a hot dog and a banana. And I'm talking about women because they do the women like that. Straight up. If niggas, I'm dead serious. The women nastier than the men. If niggas did, if they knew they wouldn't go to prison for it, niggas would be murking niggas behind disagreements on the word, bro. You can trust that. Niggas don't want to go to jail. Because most of them, but if you kill a nigga behind a disagreement, you know how weak of a man you are? You want to kill a nigga about it? They wanted to kill the master behind that. So they faith in Yahuwah was clearly scant. You know what I'm saying? And you got to realize that when they come for you and want to kill you, they faith in Elohim is so small and yours is so strong that you willing to take that death. I don't see that. They don't put no fear in my heart, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Paul say keep on huffing and puffing. Nigga ain't no fear in my heart. You know what I'm saying? There be a lot of niggas, man. Niggas don't be having no real beef. That junk be Kool-Aid sweet. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Straight up. Like that junk ain't even real or tangible. What they had with the master, that was real beef because they wanted to kill him behind it. Do you know what I'm saying? I done seen niggas in the street. You niggas ain't beefing for real. I done seen niggas in the street beefing for real. Boy, I seen two brothers beefing with each other, but it wasn't no real beef. They shot at each other. They wasn't no fault that me and you is right now there. They ain't hit each other. That wasn't no real beef. Y'all niggas just were playing. But you almost killed your brother though. Playing. Because you were just that mad. I done seen brothers get mad enough. Well, they went right out there in the street and threw hands. Smoked a blunt 5 minutes later too. Because that's a disagreement. That ain't no beef. Beef is, it's on when I see you. I'ma slap you on sight. I'ma kill. But them people want to kill my shot on sight. There that nigga go, boy. That nigga say one thing out of mouth, boy. We gonna get that nigga. The scribes, he say, why y'all ain't lay hands on him? He be talking like, that's how they talking. Come on, bro, we done talked about that too many times. Boy, them people swore oath they wouldn't eat no food till they killed Paul. Boy, if that ain't beef, I don't know what is, boy. You willing to swear on your life, boy, you ain't gonna eat no food. Swear on Yah's name, you ain't gonna eat no food till you kill a nigga. You know how much hatred you gotta have for somebody to say, I would take death upon my soul than eat a sandwich before I kill this nigga right here. I can't stand that. I'm gonna kill that nigga. All because you don't agree with him. And I'm telling you, bro, if niggas could go to jail, if they didn't go to jail for it, bro, niggas would kill niggas out here on these streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I just seen a square nigga last night. I gotta clear my page off, man. They don't want to hear the truth. Nigga, they ain't nobody studying you, cuz. You know what I'm talking about? You inflate your importance in the grand scheme of life. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I'm for real. But nigga done picked up their word. But they done made themselves seem way more important than what you is. You know what I'm talking about? Well, ain't nobody laid down thinking about you. I told you this the other day. I tell all y'all that again, boy. If a nigga is walking around thinking about another man and what another man doing, he ain't got nothing going on. You know what I'm talking about? Because if you got enough time to put all your thoughts and energy into what another man is doing, you got a problem. Niggas who got something going on, they ain't thinking about what another nigga doing. They ain't even concerned with it. Because I got my business over here. See, I can't handle my business over here if I'm worried about what he over here doing. You know what I'm saying? Only little children and women worry about what other people doing. Straight up. Ain't no grown men don't do that. What I'm worried about? If he out here hustling the street, what I'm worried about what Stanley doing? What does Standard Man Payne got to do with me? Absolutely nothing. I'm not concerned with it. Does that mean I don't care that he makes some money? No, that ain't what I'm saying. That means that ain't got nothing to do with me. So why am I spending all my energy? I wonder if that nigga painted 3-4 houses a day. Clearly you ain't doing nothing on your own time. You worry about what another nigga doing. The same way you got niggas worrying about what a woman doing with her vagina. She ain't your old lady. What you worry about what she doing with it for? It ain't yours. So clearly you ain't got nothing going on because you worrying about the wrong thing. When you got something going on, you don't know what people got going on. You be like, what, boy, you did what? That boy graduated 3 weeks ago. Why he ain't called me? Shoot, boy, I been out here working, man. I ain't even know. That's when it happened there. But you be like this and you ain't even know stuff don't went on because you got something going on. When you worry about what other people doing and you want to pry in people's life and know people's business, you need to assess yourself. You ain't got nothing going on. You might need to go get you some money. Go ahead. What is that?
We might do 17. You done with that?
Nah, keep going.
It say, and behold, there appeared, we have verse 3, and behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias.
It said appeared. It said they appeared. Now, if we were to pull this Greek word for appear, I wonder what we gonna see. Because it said they appeared. So that didn't mean the Mashiach say, dead man, where art thou? Okay, I want to make sure. He summoned them. He called up a spirit. It said they appeared. You don't see a Mashiach calling for nobody to do it. Reading is fundamental, bro. And then, hold on. We didn't read the verse right. It did say that his face did shine as the sun. Do y'all know where that's written at? About your face shining like the sun? See, that's written in Ecclesiastes. Say wisdom calls a man's face to shine. What is wisdom representative of? The Ruach HaKodesh, right? You see Moses' face shining. So you can tell just by that, how this man's face go to being black to shining. Clearly this is a vision. Clearly. But you got to pay attention. Sometimes you just need a little bit of context clue and just knowing the text. But when you look at appeared, this is the word aptomai. It literally means to allow oneself to be seen or appear. So Moses and Elijah allowed themselves to be seen. Now, according to the script, what happened to Elijah?
He got caught up.
So does the script say he died? So that means we can't say that he died. So we can't say that Yahushua was talking to a dead man. Dang. Can't say that because the script don't say that.
I mean, he right?
It don't say where he at. All I just say in the book say he took him up on high. That's all I go with. Say he got taken up in the whirlwind in the cloud. Where he went after that, I can't speak on that.
So how you feel like when the master say no man has ascended up, but the only two people we know that ascended up was like Enoch and Elijah?
It don't even say Enoch ascended up. It just said he took him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That where he took him at, I don't know where he took him at.
That's out of pay grade, basically, right?
Yeah, I mean some stuff I can't speak on.
That's why.
You know what I'm saying? But I know that because nigga just said something about that last night. You know what I'm saying? Well, he got taken up.
No, it came from the other two.
No, it came apart. Indeed, maybe 2.5, possibly 3 3/4. Nevertheless, I'll deal with that in a minute because I seen like that Sunday nigga be like, oh man, they went up there. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't say. He just say he got taken up in the whirlwind. He talking about really when he say that, he talking about in that inner sanctum in that tabernacle. That's really what he talking about. Ain't no man winning them because can't no man go in the regular tabernacle. Only the high priest can go in there. That's a whole nother matter though. That's going again to just knowing the law. You would know that they didn't go in there. You know what I'm saying? But I understand because it does look like a contradiction. That's why I say that. That's why I ain't mad at them because I understand it looks that way.
But it don't never say they went to the Father though.
No, it doesn't. Because that's what the master said was referring to, which is the inner sanctum. The Kadesh of Kadesh. They didn't go there. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I understand. But that's not casting no aspersions on nobody. I get it.
So when we look at the law, they could be like in the outer courts in a sense.
That's where they at.
Because the pattern is like how it is.
They can't. Elijah couldn't go in there. Now Moses died. We know this.
Yeah.
But do y'all know what he told Moses he was going to do for Moses? He said he would let him sin. So he got to keep his word.
Yeah, he did.
Now keep on going, sir.
We're at verse 4.
Look at what Peter say.
Then answered Peter and said unto Yahushua, Master, is it good for us to be here? If thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles. One for thee, one for Moses, and one for...
Now how does Peter know what Moses and Elijah look like? That's how you know this guy. How would he know? See, nobody sit back and think about that. Asking nigga, well, if he talking to the dead, how Peter know that's Moses? Do you know how long Moses had been dead? They didn't have no pic. Ain't no like they had a painting on the wall. There go Moses. Yeah, you know about Elijah? Boy, look at him. He looked just like your granddaddy too. It's possible. It's possible. Who knows? I don't know what he looked like. Shoot. But we didn't do that. We didn't do that. Because can't nobody go, no, you won't find no archaeological finds of any Yahudim making any images of another person. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do that. You know why we didn't do that? Because we know, you know what a Hebrew gonna do. Get on his knees and worship him. Nigga take a picture of his granddaddy, get on the knee. This is my Elohim. He brought me a sandwich when I was hungry.
they did.
That's what they did in the wilderness. Niggas say, shoot, this calf the one fatter. You know?
Or them boys and Dan, nigga, they just got one and just.
Shoot, that man told them they had to destroy the brazen serpent because these niggas might worship it. The serpent that Moses put on the pole, later on down the line, he told him, oh yeah, y'all got to destroy that. That's why he didn't even let him find where Moses' grave was at, because he know what you nigga were going to do.
Moses.
I was saying, they hired David. They ain't nice.
Now, he hired Moses on. Because they done be like, oh, Elohim, nigga, that's bones in there.
That's just sad, no, I ain't funny.
Niggas doing it right now to a certain extent, like he just mentioned, right? With a celebrity, right? Our people always like people a high degree. You know why people like people a high degree? Because their self-esteem is low. So they try to live vicariously through someone or the lifestyle that they will never attain. That's why niggas want to be rappers so bad. Because I can walk around with a platinum chain. So since they can't buy a platinum chain, they buy a sterling silver chain with Dominique's in it. You know what I'm saying? Buy a Rolex that don't swooshy TikTok.
Dominique's.
That's what they call it. They don't get cubic zirconia no more. They got something called Dominique's. That's just straight glass. Shine like a diamond though. You wouldn't even be able to tell the difference if you didn't know diamonds. The only way you'll be able to tell the difference is this nigga on a bicycle with diamonds big as your fist. Nigga know full well you ain't got no money riding no bicycle. You know how many niggas you see around here with big fat chains and big diamonds in their ear on the city bus? So you mean to tell me if you had that type of money to buy that diamond, you bought a diamond rather than a car? You ain't finna ride no dyke with no $25,000 worth of jewelry on.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm still riding bicycle.
About that in the studio.
No, I'm talking about, boy. Now, what I'm talking. Let me clarify what I mean. I'm talking about this is your mode of transportation. Not I'm taking a bike ride with my diamonds on. This is how I move around. I have a beach cruiser. You know what I'm saying? I must stop at the bus stop and load my bike on the front of the bus, and then put 150 in there, go to my destination, get off, and take my bike off. And keep pedaling. You know what I'm saying? I cannot get anywhere after 11:30 at night.
Unless I'm on my bike.
Because then it's too far. And then I might get a ticket because I ain't got a flashlight on my bike. But you got a Rolex on. But you got a gold chain all the way to your scrotum. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. So you mean to tell me you's a real nigga, you got $30,000 for a chain and you ain't gonna buy a whip? Come on, man. You flogging for these niggas. And you know the word part is, these $2 sluts go for it, too. These niggas getting off with just a Gucci belt on and no car.
He ain't lying, though.
Gucci niggas, he got some money, girl. How you know? Look at his belt. Seriously?
You got two good fits. All those.
Nigga look like money. Pockets got lit and hollow. All you hear is hello, nigga, no bank teller in the city know this nigga. You know what I'm talking about? No, ain't nobody gonna be like, how you doing, Mr. Johnson? They be like, this here, who are you, sir? And why are you here? You know what I'm talking about? Debit card, what's that? All this nigga got is a food stamp card and some loot chain. You know what I'm talking about?
No ID?
No idea, nothing, can't afford it. ID $25. I got no money for that. I gotta buy some loud. You got a nigga walking around here talking about he got some loud.
I can't get no ID. I gotta buy some loud.
Lodging. Nigga's whole life is a long rap video. I was locked up with a nigga. That nigga whole life was just in a continual rap video. That's how he moved around. And that's how niggas live. Niggas would rather look like money than get money. You know what I'm saying? See, so I'm telling you right this here, right? We're gonna go from like wearing hustle gear to when we hustling, we ain't got no hustle gear on. Niggas see me, like, oh, that nigga fly. No, nigga, I wear Louis every day. You wear it when you can. I wear it because that's what I wear. You know what I'm saying? You got people, that's how they live. You know what I'm saying? I live like this. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be around here, man, buying car they can't afford. No, the repo man finna be looking for you in a couple weeks. I ain't talking about regular life stuff. I'm talking about niggas buy a Jaguar and the Benz can't afford the oil change. Can't get a tune-up. But them spark plug cost too much money, boy. Nigga, why you just ain't buy a car in your range? To what? To flash for some other broke niggas. Some of y'all done did it. Niggas go to the club to get fresh to pump fake for another broke nigga. Everybody in here broke. You know what I'm talking about? Buying bottle, you can't afford that bottle of liquor, nigga. You should have got drunk before you came. I ain't flogging either. I don't care. I didn't go to the club. I don't care. I'm a fresh nigga anyway, but I ain't finna go broke to be fresh though.
What your mama say?
Definitely not for no nigga. If you gonna flog, at least if you gonna pump fake, at least do it for some vagina. Don't do it for no man. At least you got something out the deal. I got a tingle in my body. That's a man. That's a man.
Man, what's that guy?
We go more on past that. Keep on reading. I don't want to talk about that. Because that's something like, you know, I think he like it. Boy, I seen the site yesterday was just ungodly. That nigga walked in Family Dollar like, no, sir, you are not a woman. That nigga had on a sports bra. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about ain't a titty in sight. That nigga had on leggings and a sports bra. That nigga walked up to me. That nigga shoulders was about wide as mine too. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga had on like how the women go in there and work out with the sports bra and the tights on. Well, that's how that nigga walked in Family Dollar. I'm looking at this thing, and this nigga coming in to buy some gummy worms and then left them on the thing and walked out. Somebody said to me, bye girl. Nigga, you not a woman, nigga. Your voice is deep.
No, the one I saw one down.
Deep.
Bye, girl.
Oh my lamb, not a sundress on.
And a parasol.
I don't know what that is, but nevertheless.
That did make it funny though. Very popular.
No, that nigga come out here, couple cups of sugar, make the medicine go down. Nevertheless, keep on reading. We got to roll it. I'm dead serious though. I seen that nigga that boy opposite. I'm glad there wasn't no churn in him. They had nightmares.
It said, while he yet spoke, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them.
A what?
A bright cloud overshadowed them. And behold, a voice out of the cloud which said, this is my beloved son.
And whom I'm with. So a bright cloud come up to you, can't tell this a vision. And Yah is there. So I guess Yah talking to dead people too then. Let's just go ahead and just say that then. Because Yah's there too. So it's just not the son. The father's there too. Then you got to ask yourself, how does Peter know who these men are? How does he know? Where did that information come from? So it's only one person who could have let him know. Same person who let him know his son was the Mashiach. Not the father let him know who that was. Because Peter just said it not. As a matter of fact, another place, it said Peter didn't even know what he said. I forget what one of that. I think it's the one in Mark or Luke. It said Peter didn't even know what he said. So he didn't even know what was going on. Let's find that there just for general principle.
Ain't give it away though.
Oh yeah, 8 give it away. All day. I gotta make sure which one that is though. Is it Mark or is it Luke? Because I want y'all to read that for yourself where it clearly say that they did not know. It said that Peter didn't even know what he was saying. Let me see, is it verse 9? Chapter 9 in Mark? Let me see. Well, verse 6, he said he was so afraid he didn't know what to say because he was scared.
What chapter?
That was Mark in 9. I don't know what chapter it is in Luke off the top of my head. Oh, it's in Luke chapter 9 as well. It's verse 33. And it says, and it came to pass as they departed from him, Peter said unto Yahushua, Master, is it good for us to be here? Let us make 3 tabernacles, one for thee, one for Moses, one for Elijah, not knowing what he said. He didn't even know what he said. He didn't even realize what he said out of his mouth. So that's how you know it was a vision or a dream. He don't even know what he said out of his mouth. He don't even know what's going on. Really? He don't even know, why am I here? I'm scared to ask him. I don't know what I just said. And that's what people say, look at the discrepancies. All it is, he's just giving you bits and pieces of the story. That's it. From another person say one part, another person add another part. You can see the same thing in the Old Testament. Nevertheless, he said you see how he said his beloved, this is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. So you know when he said that, he would say this is Daoud in whom I'm well pleased. Did we not read that in Psalms 89 last night? I believe we did. So continuing on, let's sit back and see how he afflicted the seed of David, and let's go to 1 Kings. Because we know how he afflicted David. Saul had him on the run, didn't he? He took a lot of affliction. We'll look at David directly, right? Did not Absalom? Oh, we're supposed to look at Absalom. Let me get Absalom.
That's why I like Samuel.
Yeah, go ahead and Samuel. Somebody hit him with a tomato. A rotten one at that. Tomato. There's no such thing as a rotten banana. All bananas do is just get melanated.
behold, King wept the more for Absalom. We have verse chapter 18.
2 Samuel 18.
What you want him on the tree?
Give me verse 5. I want to go straight to him on the tree.
Verse 5 of 18.
Mm-hmm.
It said, the king commanded Joab and Abishai, it's a lie, saying, deal gently for my sake with the young man, even with Absalom. And all the people heard when the king gave all the captains charge concerning Absalom.
He told them don't kill Absalom.
So the people went out to the field against Yasharah, and the battle was in the wood of Ephraim, where the people of Yasharah were slain before the servants of Daud, and there was a great slaughter that day of 20,000 men.
Mm-hmm.
For the battle was there scattered over the face of all the country, and the wood devoured more people than the day of the sword devoured.
What y'all think that mean? The wood devoured more people than the sword.
Force. It was out there in the wood.
We was over this a long time ago. I'm gonna pull a word up though.
The wilderness killed.
Yeah.
Oh, that was right.
Problem.
It's a forest, it's a thicket, it's a wooded height. Also a honeycomb. Y'all remember when we looked at that man, a honeycomb that was of a thicket or a wooded height? We were talking, I forgot what that was exactly we were looking at with the master on that stake. See, the master killed more people in his death than he will when he get back here. Just like with Samson. I'm going to kill more people in my death than I am when I get back here. Because remember, he coming back as a sword. When that man went up there on that stake and condemned sinful flesh in the flesh, more people died on that day than what, because you got to remember, all he going to be killing is the people who are alive. Everybody who done went against the word from that moment that he nailed him up there on that tree, they were scarred. You know what I'm saying? They were scarred. You know what I'm talking about? It's a lot of niggas scarred. They want to, I don't follow that New Testament. Who? You know the funny part when I hear people say that? Nigga, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
You can tell they want somebody to.
They want a nigga to care. That's just like talking about, yeah, I like this here. I don't care you don't want to be with me. Well, I'm glad, homie. Clap your hands. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. It's because when somebody say that, you want someone to care because you want someone to engage you in a conversation. Y'all done heard me tell dudes, I don't believe in you, and I don't care if you believe it. How could you say that? Because I don't. If you don't believe it, nigga, I don't care. My day will not be affected. Well, I will go a morning. Dang, that brother didn't believe in Mashiach. Shoot, nigga, who cares? That ain't got nothing to do with me, nigga. That's you got the answer for that, not me. Did he tell Ezekiel, be sad if they don't hear you? He say, tell them what they hear for better than tell the next nigga. And the next one. And the next one. You see what nigga problem is? They think everybody gonna be saying, y'all around here following that Greek idol. Alright, I'm following the Greek idol, my nigga. What you want me to do?
That's how I feel too.
You know what I'm saying? Get what though? Get money though. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually and naturally. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You still a sucker? You know how much a sucker you got to be, bro, that if you haven't figured out after probably about 12 to 18 months that arguing a nigga about the scriptures on Facebook is lame. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the first year or so because you're gung-ho and excited. After year 2, you still doing that, you officially a lame. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're taking so much time out of your day to go back. These niggas that have a stat that has 600-700 comments on it. You mean to tell me you ain't got nothing else going on in your day that you got enough time to sit and stare at your phone to argue with a nigga about something? When you,
4 days in on one stat.
4 days. When all you had to do, hey, check this out, cuz. Just call my number. That nigga called you? No, that nigga ain't called me. He ain't want to talk about it that bad then. Oh, put it out here for the people. Oh, yeah, you's extra lame. You an extra lame. You's a rah-rah nigga. You want a nigga with pom-poms. Go, go, go.
Yeah, they want to like, or they like my comment.
You see that? I got sick. Niggas do this. Look how many likes I got on my status. You see how many likes I got on my comments? You sucker, nigga, you. You can tell one thing happened in his life. He had no friends, no hoes, and no money. Because you need validation off the internet. Off the internet. Nigga, this the internet.
Most of these dudes, they be buying followers on Instagram. They be buying followers, so they be like 20,000.
You know how lame you got to be for that? I'ma spend money to get followers, bro.
Big numbers and all them niggas.
Man, before I spend some money on some followers, I'ma buy some kicks, nigga.
Yeah, niggas buy followers on Instagram.
I gotta move on past that, cause that just horrible. Now see, now let me say this right now. You ain't in the world like you seen a nigga like that. You be like, man, I don't want nothing to do with this here. Cause boy, some real niggas in the street can't be. I thought real nigga be in the word. Obviously not. Nigga paying for followers to flogs on the Instagram.
When nigga got 40,000 followers and only get by 20 likes, I'm like, bro, come on, bro.
And I bet them niggas be hot. That was a mean post. I done seen said niggas share memes that be like when you post something, you turn around and look to see how many likes you got. All you niggas got tampons on. Cause men don't do that. You know what I'm saying? What man do? Let me check, see how many likes I got. And be mad if he don't get it a sufficient amount. You either immature or you're a lady with man parts. You know what I'm saying? And you got men that check to see, well, that nigga get more likes than me. What? You know that's almost the worst too? Counting another man's pockets. You know what I'm saying? Cause he ain't got no business counting another man's pockets. How you got enough energy to worry about how much another nigga making?
I ain't gonna count. I give over 10 likes. I'm pretty happy. I never get 10 likes.
That's your husband. Come on.
Alright, so look. And Absalom met the servants of David, and Absalom rode upon the mule.
He rode what?
He rode upon the mule.
Y'all know somebody rode on a mule?
And the mule went under thick boughs of a great oak.
He went under what?
Thick boughs.
The branches, huh?
And his head was caught in the hold of an oak. And he was taken up between Shamaim and earth.
When that happened to the master?
And the mule that was under him went away.
Ran away. Go ahead.
And certain men saw it.
They saw it?
And Joab said, behold, I saw Absalom hanging on the oak.
What happened?
And Joab said unto the man that told him, and behold, thou saw him. And why didst thou not smite him there to the ground?
Hold on. He said, why they don't do what?
Smite him there to
Well,
the
what did we
ground.
read in Ezekiel 22 and 13? Y'all said he was going to do? He was going to smite himself, didn't he? Ah, you stupid nigga.
And I would have given thee 10 shekels of silver and a girdle.
He gave him what?
10 shekels of silver and a girdle.
What did they give Judas? Some shekels. I give you some shekels, you murk this nigga.
Silver.
Oh, silver. But it said 30, not 10. Take it how you want. Money is money. Man, most of these niggas will sell their mammy out.
Man,
But you talking about the jailhouse?
where my dad at?
I got something for y'all on that. You talking about the jailhouse? Man, most of these old country niggas ain't trying to go do no time. Ain't none of them boys gonna go no line then like David went. I mean like Daniel went. Ain't none of these boys gonna go to jail like Jeremiah went. Jeremiah went to jailhouse on the strength. He ain't said, I'm fighting them niggas ain't take me to jail. See, I go in the Old Testament, you gotta go to the New. Them boys took that.
Yeah. Joseph took that job.
Joseph ain't even do nothing wrong. He went on to the jailhouse. He nigga gonna kill me. I'm gonna call on y'all to kill all you niggas. You niggas don't trust in y'all. You niggas cowards in real life. I'm telling you, bro, niggas think being weak is forfeit not defending yourself and putting your trust in him who judges righteously in certain scenarios. Because we're not saying this is a one-size-fit-all scenario. In certain scenarios, they think that's weak. When actually he making you weak so that he can make you strong later. But see, these niggas are clouded in quote-unquote alpha male behavior. Let me tell you something, right? If you gotta tell a nigga you an alpha male, you're not. If you gotta tell a nigga you real, you're not. If you gotta tell a nigga you a warrior, you're not, unless you already have a track record for that. And then you're just stating the obvious. Cause there's some niggas who are warriors and they be like nigga like the booty warrior. But I'm talking about, but that nigga had a track record though. Yeah. Then it was how he said it. I'm a warrior. Let that be known.
How about that?
I don't know about the booty
You don't know about who that is? You ain't never seen that nigga on Boondocks? That's a real man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But what I'm talking about, I've been locked up with niggas who were homosexuals, but they were warriors though. And if you ran up on him thinking because he was a punk, because he was laying with boys, you could do him any kind of way, you better make sure your hands up today, because cuz gonna knock you clean out and then might rape you. I'm gonna tell y'all something real, man. I want y'all to always remember this here, man. Just because they are homosexual, that's still a man. That's still a man. You know what I'm talking about? You walk up on that nigga talking about, oh, he gay, you think you just gonna whoop him. Okay. I seen that happen in Chain Gang. Well, he's knowing the count. That nigga ran up on that point to nigga, throw me one more time. The man came up out of him. And that nigga beat that nigga down. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga was 6'2" by 225, and he beat that young nigga down. That nigga talking, that nigga walk around the yard switching, talking all soft. He can try him like that. That nigga beat that nigga down. And I died laughing at him too. Cause I could tell you wasn't respecting him. You think, oh, that faggot nigga. The worst thing in the world for a man to get beat up by a homosexual.
Yeah, boy. I ain't never think about that, boy.
You don't want to be around here talking about you got beat up by a homosexual.
You got 2 or 3 witnesses, see that your record done.
And you know why a lot of them get beat up by a homosexual? Because they forget that that is still a man. Same way what studs get beat up because they think they're a man, you still a woman.
Oh yeah.
Y'all done seen some of them studs run up on dudes like they're a man and they get beat like one too. And the first thing they scream is, I'm a girl. You wasn't a girl 5 minutes ago.
Oh, that's right, yeah. If that nigga would've tried me, I would've had the thumb, but I would've
It was a
tried
big
him.
buffalo gay nigga at fam. He was in that dorm.
That nigga does look like he had 3 shoulder pads on.
That nigga used to walk like
That's
this.
how wide that nigga was. No. He had 3 on top of each other.
And you gotta remember, that's still a man. Just cause that nigga like to bite pillows don't mean he can't throw no hands. Cause boy, I don't want y'all to laugh at the nigga name. I don't know the nigga real name, but it's what they call him. They call the nigga Honey Bun. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead serious. I'm at Jefferson CI. Nigga, that nigga, some nigga tried that nigga on that yard. That nigga was a straight pump. Boy, that nigga stood up on that nigga. I say, godly. I'm talking about work that nigga like he was a trained boxer. That nigga squid off with that nigga. Bam, 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 bam. I said, woo. You better stay in the door. You can't come out the box after this. You on the yard, shame. You let a feminine man beat you up.
But you gotta know as a man, you gotta have hands, cause a nigga gonna try you, cause if you on that gay time.
It ain't even on that. It don't even be on. They not trying you on some homosexual stuff. They feel like because the nigga gay, he weak. So they feel like they can size him. Forgetting that's still a man.
Because he has woman traits, so they think.
They feel like they can try him. Then next thing you know, the man be coming about them niggas. Y'all done seen some of the videos with the punk ride, who but you gonna beat? That's still a man. That's still a man. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And shoot, boy, they get mad enough, the man come about them niggas. Some of them gonna cut you. I know this here. You feel like if your hands ain't up to date and you see that's a man, you better make sure you got something to defend yourself. Cause boy, I'm gonna laugh at you, let a punk beat you up. You can't. How you gonna come back to the hood after that? They like they said, bro, you can't hit the block, bro. Don't come back around here. Go ahead, man. You know I ain't lying though. You gonna hang with a nigga got beat up by a punk? It'd be one thing if you get beat. Some of you'll stop hanging with a nigga if a nigga get beat up by him. I remember my homeboy I was copping work from got beat up. I ain't call that nigga by the wicked too. I would have bought those somebody else.
See, that ain't right.
Shit. Who? It was right if you'd have seen what happened and know what happened. You'd have like this here, nigga. I don't even want to be.
They fronting like they harder than get.
No, it wasn't all that. There, he was calling somebody a snitch. Cause I called him and beat the mud duck off of him. I'm talking about, bam. That nigga got on top of him. I said, that nigga called him. Bop, bop, bop.
Oh yeah, I thought.
I wouldn't care what that nigga beat that nigga so bad. He gonna call me, bro. We gonna get.
That nigga was snitching.
Exactly. I ain't going back around that.
No. He said, bro who got whooped called Cuz snitch. Like his homeboy called Cuz snitch.
Yeah, but the nigga was a solid dude and Cuz came to see about it. Talking about I'm snitching. Okay, I got your snitch right here. Pop, pop, pop. Beat that nigga down.
So if we were hanging out in the hood, I got beat up one-on-one by somebody.
I'm like this here, like, but we in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You done ashamed of niggas. I don't even want to be on your team.
We done. I'm fresh and over.
I'm ashamed. I ain't want no nigga. Cause nigga know I hustle with this nigga. I ain't want to. I'm not connected to that. I'm not connected to that.
We're not affiliated.
We're not like this. They can say, where you been at, bro? Just chilling.
What you mean by getting beat up? Because I mean,
That nigga got beat.
he was out of commission then.
Bro, I'm like, boy, somebody grab that nigga. He finna kill this nigga beat.
You ain't break it up?
Break it up for what? Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Alright.
Give me 2 cents. Barking orders.
Nah, I'm just sitting there looking at this nigga like, shh. I'm
I
saying.
ain't gonna break it up for somebody.
One thing about it, 2 grown men fighting. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
At all.
Not especially not on some street stuff. You ain't had no business calling that man a snitch. He should have beat your behind, nigga. Cause I don't want nobody around here thinking I'm calling nigga cause I'm gonna shoot you. You don't play like that, bro. Call a nigga a snitch, bro. That's a killable offense. You can't have that on your name. All right. Niggas been killed for calling people snitches. Cause you can't walk around the hood if that's on your name. No, bro. No, I don't agree with that. I don't accept that. Go ahead.
We at verse 12. Well,
Yeah, you in 12.
verse 12, yeah. And the man said unto Joab, though I should receive 1,000 shekels of silver in my hand, yet would I not put forth my hand against the king's son.
Yes, sir.
For in our hearing the king charged thee that Abishai and Ittai that beware that none touch the young man Absalom.
Well, what happened? Where can we reconcile this in the New Testament where somebody told them, don't touch that man? Somebody said this. Who knows who said it? Yeah. Is he not up there on the tree?
Yeah, they said, yeah.
Somebody said this too. Not in these exact words, said the same thing. You know who said it?
Don't touch the body. What you said?
Pilate's wife said it. She said, don't you have nothing to do with that just man. I've suffered many things in a dream because of him. Don't you touch him. And what Pilate? I ain't got nothing to do with this. Go ahead.
Otherwise, I should have wrought falsehood against mine own life.
You should have what?
I would have wrought falsehood on my own life.
Now, what do y'all think this could mean, right? Listen to what he said. There's no matter here from the king that thou would have set thyself against me. So what do you think this means if you lay hand on Absalom? What Absalom name is?
Father Shalom.
Father of Shalom. He said, if I set my hands on this man, I bring falsehood on my own life. What's the falsehood? We talked about the falsehood the other day. Let's go look at the falsehood real quick. Let's go on over that back to Ezekiel 22 and 13. He said, if I do this, I bring false. Remember, it just said men of high degree are a lie. So I'm going to bring Satan against my own life. The liar, the father of lies. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of stuff, and it's not just one individual. I've seen several people do it. You know, a lot of people, I just seen your man do it. Satan ain't real. He's not Yah's enemy. Nobody ever said he was. But he's an enemy. He's Yah's enemy if you look at it in terms of he goes against the word. Anybody who goes against the word is his. Oh, y'all got plenty of enemies. Books say that. Laws say that. That's what I mean when dudes say, don't Deuteronomy 7 say I pay my adversaries back to their face. The adversary is an enemy. Bam, you're going to hell. You just lied. Because there's plenty of places I can open up their book and say that this person said that you are his enemy. If you are against righteousness, you are Yah's enemy. That's what the book say. That's not what I say. That's what the book say. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we clowning about it. Let's just be serious. Idolaters, homosexuals, fornicators, whoremongers, adulterers, liars, thieves. You know what I'm saying? All of those are enemies of Yahuwah because they're enemies, they're adversaries against what is right. When you go against what he deemed as being correct, pride, you're an enemy of Yah. And whatever else you can think of that's contrary to Kadesh and sound doctrine, that makes you an enemy of Yah. This is what we were talking about last night. Right? What did I tell y'all that y'all need to start being able to do last night? That you should be able to do?
Chapter and verse judgment.
Not only just judgment, but what's the thing I say that you should be able to do? Fourth is dealing with people.
Just know the verse. The word. Go to my God.
No, that you should be able to tell by a person's behavior if they are chosen or not. No, but I needed that specific for those. No, you should be able to look at a person by their behavior, not how they look, not how they talk, but how they behave. Because the book tells you the behavior of his elect. You know what I'm saying? I can look at behavior and tell you are not chosen. Because if you were chosen, you wouldn't go do this over here, or you wouldn't have did that over there. Or when you faced with this situation, you wouldn't have buckled and then went and did this over here. Clearly, you cannot be chosen. If you tell somebody that, they'll get offended, but your actions do not line up with the book says lines up with the chosen man or woman. Your actions don't line up. So you want me to tell you chosen because you a brute or to make... That's what's wrong with niggas. You care about a nigga feelings. That's what's going to make them people kill you, because when you speak the truth, it hurt people's feelings. So they want to hurt you. I have no problem looking at a nigga if I feel like, hey man, I don't feel like if I know what a nigga done did. It's different, right? If you ain't been immersed or you ain't heard the word and you did those things, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not chosen, because you haven't heard the word to be able to repent from it, to walk in it, to even know. But if you know and you took the step to saying that I'm going to make myself in the likeness of this man's death, and then after coming up out of that water in the likeness of his resurrection, you walk contrary to proper doctrine, or you're not chosen, cousin. You couldn't convince me that you were if he, under no circumstances whatsoever. You couldn't convince me of that. How you going to convince me you chosen, you've been immersed in this man's name and knowingly go sin? I ain't talking about you slipped up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, boy, you went and hit you by 3 hoes. You know what I'm saying? You went and broke your Sabbath or 2. You looked a nigga right in the face, told him bold face lie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. I bucked the feaster too. You know what I'm saying? I did, you know what I'm saying? I did this, I did that. How you gonna tell me nobody? Okay, this the killer. We talked about it last night. How you chosen and you go through affliction and persecution or tribulation come and you turn around and get offended or fold under that pressure? You ain't chosen. Ain't a chosen man in this book folded under the pressure. Not one. You know one? I don't know now. Did David fold?
Not that was chosen.
Now, ain't person in this book that was chosen ever folded, bro. Not one.
So, Bathsheba wasn't before.
He wasn't under no tribulation at the time.
Look, that was an honest slip up.
Honest slip up.
Premeditated nonetheless.
Premeditated nonetheless.
But honest slip up.
I could say that was honest.
No, he honestly knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Definitely wanted to kill him.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody who chose, Abraham had some pressure, no fold. Jacob had some pressure, no fold. Isaac had some pressure, no fold. Moses had pressure, no fold. Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel all had pressure, no fold. Hamashiach, no fold. Peter, no fold. Solomon, no fold.
Now go sit down.
And that was the proper response. He didn't fold up under no pressure, no affliction. He folded under his wives, trying to please his wives. You know, when you look at anybody in this book who was chosen, none of them folded under pressure.
Sit down.
See, I hadn't told y'all that before. I didn't go no detail because y'all know when two people in this room was under pressure, no fold. There were other people that we were around that was under pressure and they folded. Now, how you gonna tell me you chosen and you fold under pressure? You can't tell me that. Because you know what that word elect mean or be chosen for is basar. That means your path had been decided for you. So it was already decided you were going to fold. You ain't had what it took. According to the word, you supposed to be able to know. Oh, they chosen. How you know? Because as the statement goes, real recognize real. So if you elect, you should be able to recognize one who is of the elect. But knowing who's chosen is not some great grand mystery that you won't know till this man return. The clues is right there in the book. But guess what happened when you speak on it? Oh, he hating on me, bro. Or niggas saying that I ain't saying it out of nothing.
So you judging?
He judging me. Well, don't the book say don't judge based off of appearance, judge rightly? So I'm not judging based on how I look. I'm judging according to what you done. The word says this. Clearly you're not chosen based on what the book says. I don't have a personal stake in that. You know what I'm saying? Like people think when you say stuff that there's a personal, I don't have a personal stake to say, oh, Stanley's chosen and Pale's not. I don't have a personal stake in that.
Not gonna benefit you.
That's not going to benefit me at all to make that statement. What do I gain or benefit from that? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely nothing. I get no gain from that. Some people is that sick in the head that they say that type of stuff for whatever reason. I just assess stuff based on what I told you last night. What did the master say in Matthew chapter 7 verses 14 through 16? Well, 15 and 16. What does he say? So that means you should be able to know who chosen or not then. He's telling you that. And he was telling you what to look for. So you mean to tell me don't nobody know? Or you don't believe what he say? So again, we just, man, I gotta crank it up a notch. Again, we looking at what? He gonna afflict the seed of David, right? Now we looking at this man now, he gets hit in the heart, because I gotta speed it past. He get hit in the heart, but you see him hung up on a tree, right? He gets hit in his side. The master's hung up on a tree, they got hit in his side. Master from the seed of David, right? Absalom is David's son, like we read in Chronicles. They got afflicted. Didn't he just start, I told y'all last night, didn't he say he scourged every son whom he received? So that means he afflicts, he nakars every single solitary son he accepts. That means you got to come from the seed of, I'm going to show you something. Let me crank it up like this here. Go ahead and give me a Revelation 1 and 5. Oh, my small layup. Why are you under there? You're not a baby.
Revelation 1 and 5.
What'd he say though? Get us out that floor.
And from Yahushua Mashiach, who is the faithful witness.
Faithful what?
The faithful witness.
Like we read in Psalms 89. Come on.
And the first begotten of the dead.
Firstborn from the dead.
And the prince of the kings of the earth.
Prince of the kings of the earth.
Unto whom him that loved us and washed us from our sins in his own blood.
Own blood.
And hath made us kings and priests.
Made us what?
Kings and priests. To Elohim his
hold
father.
on. He made you what?
Kings and priests.
Now get me 1 Chronicles chapter 5 real fast. Give me about verse 3. See what that say. What tribe the master come from? I ain't sure. That's why I had to ask. I ain't know.
1 Chronicles 5:3.
What it say?
These sons I say of Reuben, the firstborn of Yasharah, were Hanak, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. And the sons of Yoel were Shemaiah, his son, Gog, his son, and Shimei, his son. Micah, his son, Rhea, his son, and Baal, his son.
My bad, we need a verse 1.
Now the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Yasharah, for he was the firstborn. But for as much as he defiled his father's bed, his birthright was given to the sons of Yosaf, the sons of Yasharah.
But who did say the birthright actually go to?
Reuben.
No, he finna tell you. Keep going.
It say, and the genealogy is not reckoned after his
Don't reckon it after the birthright. Why?
For Yehuda prevailed above his brothers, and him came the chief ruler, but the birthright was Joseph.
Now, you got to be born of Mashiach, right? Which for all intents and purposes would make you of the seed of David. Which means you will have to be afflicted, or the law is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Or the law is a lie. How do we know this? Give me Isaiah 53:11. I work it like this. Isaiah 53:11. What it say? Make it 10.
But yet it pleased Yahuwah to bruise him.
So to afflict him.
He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin.
What else?
He shall see his seed.
You see who?
He shall see his seed.
Seed is his offspring. They say, well, he had no kids. So you say.
He shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahuwah shall prosper in his hand.
Now read 1 John 5:1. Somebody open the door for Glow. Some people might like what I say, some people don't. Ask me if I care, because I do not.
Whosoever believeth that Yahushua is the Mashiach is born of Elohim.
He born of who?
Of Elohim.
Didn't the master say you got to be born again?
And
Don't you got to be born of him? We gonna deal with it. Come on.
And everyone that loveth him that begat loveth him also that is begotten of him.
So begotten of, so you got to be begotten of Mashiach. Is that's not what he said?
By this we know that we love the children of Elohim, when we love Elohim and keep his commandments.
Now let's read 1 John 2:27. Now, I'm just getting to something, because if you are of the seed of David, he said, I must afflict it. So if you are born of a Mashiach, that would make you of the seed of David. He must afflict you, or you won't be saved. Woo. So that's a lot of people going to hell then. Because you know what it's tied to? The seed that fall in the stony places. What did we say that stony place was? What did the word say the stony place was? Your heart. And that stony place is what? A hard heart. A heart of unbelief. And you know what's even funnier? You know what tribe them two men was who got in the land coming up out of the wilderness? You know what tribe they came from? Judah. They got in the land. And Yahushua son of Nun, he got in the land. And he was the chief ruler. None of them people wanted to get in. Nobody but a man from Judah, 2 men from Judah wanted to take the affliction. They the only ones wanted to take it. Nobody else wanted to take it. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say I don't see how these brothers read all this Hebrew, know all this Hebrew, and can't see the sufferings that is contained in every line and every verse and every chapter. I don't see how they don't see it. Because it's right there. You know what I'm saying? That's why he says, did it not behoove Mashiach that he ought to suffer to enter into his esteem? You want the glory and the honor, but you want to be hard with it. That's street stuff. Leave that stuff in the street. That don't make you a warrior and a killer, because you feel like you could kill anybody. Because the master could have killed everybody. You don't think Jeremiah could have called on y'all to kill all them people, bro? You see how he hearkened unto Samson? You don't think if you ain't doing right by this man that he won't come through and smash whomever, whenever, however? Man, David could have easily asked him to kill Saul. Did he do it? He could have killed Saul. Y'all gave him a chance to kill Saul. Did he do it? And you can't dare open your mouth and say David wasn't no warrior. Blooded man. I slay niggas. I murk niggas on the regular. He said, you done shed much blood in my saints in the earth. Well, you'll kill a lot of people out here. I'm talking about, David said, boy, I cut niggas' foreskin off for fun. That's what I do. For fun.
You on that type of time?
I mean, that man did that. I mean, if he don't, look, he got to do it. He got to do it.
Hey, that man, you ain't.
This man said, because guess what? You know why he went and cut them foreskins off? You want to know why he went and cut them foreskins off? Why you think he cut them foreskins off, dude?
30 cents.
I mean, to me, I feel like this is the simplest way to cut off the foreskins.
That is true. But on the simplicity level, because the king told him to. Just because the king told him to.
So he came back with dope.
He came back with, he said, bring me back 200 of them. He brought him back 200 of them. Now let me get my wife, cuz.
He brought more than 200.
You bought more than what he asked for.
Yeah. Just to make sure. You ain't trying to get no tip? Like she said, now that's accurate. It's symbolic of the circumcision. It's also symbolic of the circumcision of the heathen. But it's the point of the king told him to. Probably killed him.
Probably killed him with like how they used to get them scouts. You know?
But you gotta sit back and look at it. If the king tell you to do something, you're not gonna do it.
Bring back the top.
So if we come to somebody, is you on that type of time to walk around butt bucket naked? You know what I'm saying? Is you on the type of time to eat dung?
Dung, who ate that again?
Ezekiel, he told him, man, I got some mans. They say, man, I ain't never. He said, I got cow dung for you. I got some cow dung for you. All to show the folk that you eating defiled bread. Poo is poop. Now chew. Chew him. Come on. A pooping pie. Put some raisins in it. Take it up.
2 and 22.
Yeah.
It say, who is a liar but he that
No,
denied
27.
Alright. But the anointing which ye have received of him abideth in you, and ye need not any man to teach you, but as the same anointing teaches you.
You know what's
of all
fun to me,
things.
dude? Say the New Testament ain't in effect, then Israel is done. Because if you go read Jeremiah 31, he say, and then I will remember your sins no more. So if the new covenant is in effect, y'all still remember our sins, we can't leave from here. Can't leave from here. If you're going to take that it's all about captivity, according to his own law, can't leave from here then. Because he say y'all broke that covenant, stupid. That means it's no longer effect. You seen your cousin, y'all never divorced Israel. I don't know what you read. Because clearly you divorced, stupid nigga, you're not at the house.
That boy first class ticket. That boy got a first class ticket.
I'm talking about he ain't even got no first class ticket. His seat had been reserved. He didn't even need no ticket. I've been waiting on you. I got you a seat, no. You know what I'm talking about? I know what you like on your seat. I put one on there too. Come on.
Just sit down. Boy, you dirty.
I'm dirty. He don't want to like it.
Just sit down on it.
He don't want to like it. Come on. Ain't nobody tell him to go out like that.
He said, but the same anointing teaches you all things and is truth and is no lie. And even as it have taught you, ye shall abide in him.
Mm-hmm.
And now, little children, abide in him, that when ye shall appear, we may have confidence and not be ashamed before him at his coming.
That's what y'all need to make sure that y'all don't be ashamed. You got confidence. That means you firm in the word. Go ahead.
If ye know that he is righteous, ye know that everyone that does righteousness is born of him.
If it said that if you know Mashiach do what's right, then everybody that do what's right is. So guess what? That's how you would know who's chosen, who's not. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about faith. So that means you would know who's of Yah and who's not. Man, don't let these country niggas fool you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real, boy. Some niggas out here know how to play the game. You don't know the word, nigga, fool you. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't know the word, nigga, fool you. And I was telling them up this last night, and you know what people do? People look for your weaknesses to exploit them. And that's how people use that to manipulate you, to make you think this or think that. That's how niggas that's what you do when you playing chess. You're manipulating pieces. I'm trying to make a move to manipulate you to make another move to expose your weakness. That's all chess is. That's all war is. You know what I'm saying? But some people play war with the mind. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons why like dudes are taught don't show no weakness. Because once your weakness is exposed, a nigga know how to move their pieces to play you. You know what I'm saying? This is why sometimes black men are over aggressive and over, man, because I can't show no weakness because that could cost you your life out here. Get your life jacked. You know what I'm saying? More people that it's like that in corporate America though. These people look for weaknesses to destroy your business and move on you. They look for it. They exploit it. And that's what the adversary do. If you find somebody looking for your weaknesses to exploit, I'm going to tell you the difference between somebody who care about you and somebody who don't. If somebody tell you you're weak in a particular area and they upfront tell you that, then 9 times out of 10 they're not going to exploit you. It's very few people that will tell you your weakness then exploit you on it after they told you. Most people identify your weakness and never tell you. They just use them against you. Because that's war strategy. You don't tell somebody their weakness and then use it against them unless you're just trying to make a bold offensive that they wouldn't be prepared for. Because that's a tactic you wouldn't be prepared for. You know you stupid. You naive and stupid. You might want to work on that. And then play you on that. There's very few people that do that because 9 times out of 10 you're going to see that coming.
Unless you really naive.
Yeah, unless you really, really stupid. But if I peep that you're naive or stupid or impulsive or things of that nature, then I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just going to use that weakness against you to work the angle that whatever I'm trying to work. You know what I'm saying? That's what very few manipulators tell the truth. Y'all remember what Andre 3 Stacks say, man? I bet you ain't never heard of a player with no game. And he said, I told the truth to get what I want, but shot it with no shame. Do you know what I'm saying? Most people just don't, man, like this here, man. Like I told you in that 50 video, you try to give a nigga the game, a nigga think you trying to pull a fast one on him. I'm trying to get you, why am I going to pull a fast one on you and put you up on game? Because people so used to niggas pulling fast ones on them. You know what I'm saying? And a nigga who pull fast ones will tell you that that nigga trying to pull a fast. No, nigga, because that's what you would do. Come on, man. Let's look at one of these kings, man. Anybody know a king of Judah, man? I know y'all know some. We gonna start with I got them all lined up. We going in order. 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 25. We going in order. I ain't gonna finish this all today because you know I told y'all last night what we gonna do, right? What in these days and times, what niggas love to call another black man? What's up, king? King. But guess what? The book lays out what the attributes of what a king should be. We just read how he made us kings. So you know that means that we're gonna have to deal with, if you don't line up, stop calling yourself a king and other nigga king. Nigga, that's a jester. That's a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Cause talking about if you are Elohim, you ought to know, first thing a king ought to know how to do it, not sin. Don't call nobody no king and he a sinner. Don't call nobody no king and he an unbeliever. Don't call nobody a king and he's not compassionate, don't know judgment. Got no business calling that man no king. You know what I'm saying? Now where that come from? Your self-esteem low. You need some validation, some puffed up sense of importance. Make you feel better about yourself. Come on, man. Verse 25. We're looking at Isaiah, king of Yehuda. Let's see about him, because he said he afflicted the seed of David. We only need 3 witnesses, but boy, I got about 15 kings, though.
You said 2 and 25?
2 and 25. Oh, my bad. 8 and 25.
Where you at, 1 Kings what?
2 Kings, 8 and 25. Isaiah, king of Yehuda.
In the 12th year of Jehoram, son of Ahab, king of Yasharal, did Ahaziah, son of Jehoram, king of Yehuda, began to reign.
Mm-hmm.
22 years old was Ahaziah when he began to reign, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Adaliah, the daughter of Omri, king of Yasharal. Mm-hmm. And he walked in the way of the house of Ahab and did evil in the sight of Yehuda, as did the house of Ahab.
So he committed sin, right? Now, let me ask you a question. We talked about this during Passover. When did the master become sin?
When he drunk the cup.
When he drunk the cup. When he drunk the cup. Keep that in mind. Come on with it.
It say in the
In verse 28.
Nah, I missed that page. It say, and he went with Jehoram, the son of Ahab, to war against Hazael, the king of Syria, and Ramoth Gilead. And the Syrians wounded Yoram.
The Syrians did what?
They wounded Yoram.
Go ahead.
And King Yoram went back to be healed in Yezreel of the wound which the Syrians had given him at Ramah, when he fought against Hazael, the king of Syria. And Ahaziah, the son of Jehoram, king of Yehuda, went down to see Yoram, the son of Ahab, in Yezreel, because he was sick.
Now what we looking at, what affliction did Ahaziah just go through? Just right there in your face. It's not nothing no deep, because that wasn't him that got wounded now. We're going to drop to verse 14 and chapter 11. Now remember, it says that he walked with Ahab, so he was a sinner. But you see the affliction that he went through, he had to go to war with Syria. You don't think war is a little bit of affliction? What does that war to do? It's just a anytime y'all send anybody out to go to war with us, it was to humble us because we done got out of pocket. Because there were plenty of times when we was on point, we had to go out and fight nobody. We not going to get to Hezekiah today. But when you look at Hezekiah, well, they didn't have to lift a finger. They didn't lift a finger. They just sat back and watched and spoiled these niggas. He killed all of them. They didn't have to do nothing. All of them got afflicted. Because he from the house of David, he got afflicted in war. Let's see some more he did. Let's look at verse 11 in the 9th chapter. Because now you finna see Isaiah get murked.
Then Yehu came forth to the servants of his master, and one said unto him, Is all well? Wherefore came this mad fellow to thee? And he said unto them, Ye know the man and his communication. And they said, It is false. Tell us now. And he said, Thus and thus spoke he to me, saying, Thus said Yahuwah, I have anointed thee king over Yasharel. Then they hasted, and took every man his garment, and put it under him on the tops of the stairs, and blew trumpets, and saying, Yahuwah is king. And Yehu the son of Jehoshaphat, son of Nimshi, conspired against Joram. Now Joram had kept Ramoth Gilead, he and all of Yasharel, because of Hazael, king of Syria. But King Joram was returned to be healed in Yezreel of the wounds which the Syrians had given
Now,
him.
Paul, when you look at Joram, now that's a symbol of Masha. It said the Syrians wounded him. So who would the Syrians be?
Chief priests and scribes.
They be the Romans. That's Gentile, because the chief priests and scribes didn't actually put him on the tree.
Right. I was thinking about
The Gentiles actually put him on the tree, and they the ones who actually wounded him. Then it says he comes back after being wounded, try to take his throne back. Just like when the master resurrects from the dead, take his throne back. Go ahead.
But Joram was returned to be, I read that. No, I didn't finish it. Joram was returned to be healed of Yezreel of the wounds which the Syrians had given him when he fought with Hazael, king of Syria. And Yehu said, If it be your minds, then let none go forth nor escape out of the city to go to tell it in Yezreel. So Yehu rode in a chariot and went to Yezreel, for Joram lay there. And Ahaziah, king of Yehuda, was come down to see Joram.
Now drop to verse 23. Now he just they're gonna be riding through, they're gonna be asking, is there peace? Is there shalom? All these things of this nature. Is everybody straight with us?
And Joram turned his hands and fled, and said to Ahaziah, There is treachery, O Ahaziah. And Yehu drew a bow with full strength and smote Joram between his arms, and the arrow went out.
Who also got smoked in between his arms? Like it's many places, like Mashiach got hit in the same place. It's a king getting hit, but it's not the king of Judah. Go ahead.
And he smote him, and it went out of his heart, and he sunk down in his chariot. Then said Yehu to Bekar his captain, Take up and cast him in the portion of the field of Naboth, the Yezreelite. For remember how that when I and thou rode together after Ahab his father, Yehu.
What did it say to take him and cast him at?
At Naboth.
Again, as a king, this is the same thing happened with the master. Then they take his body and cast him in the field in a sepulchre no man had ever been laid. Go ahead. See, they giving you both of these niggas at the same time.
Surely I have seen yesterday the blood of Naboth and the blood of his sons, says Yahuwah, and I will requite thee in this plat, says Yahuwah. Now, therefore, take and cast him into the plat of the ground according to the word of Yahuwah. But when Ahaziah, the king of Yehuda, saw this, he fled by the way to the guard house. And Yehu followed after him and said, Smite him also in the chariot. And they did so at the going up to Gur, which is by Eblim. And he fled to Megiddo and died there.
Now he said that. Now they chased after him, and he got smoked too. But you see his affliction. You know why they got killed though, right? Because of what Ahab did. You should know who Naboth is. That's the dude vineyard who they stole. That's the lady that Jezebel wrote that fake letter on, talking about he had blasphemed Elohim and the king. So I didn't read the verse before that when he told him, is it peace? And he said, no, it ain't no peace as long as the witchcrafts and whoredoms of your mother Jezebel is in the land. So ain't no peace. That's that verse 22. It came to pass when Joram saw Yehu, he said, is it shalom, Yehu? And he answered, what shalom? So as long as the whoredoms of thy mother Jezebel and her witchcrafts are so many. But do you see the affliction that was laid on Ahaziah? You got to die, cuz. He afflict that seed. There's not a single person of the seed of David that never got afflicted. All of them caught son. All of them caught son. Reason, like I said, Solomon called it little, but that's after Solomon though. That's what you got to remember. He made that proclamation after Solomon. So everybody from the seed of David after Solomon had to catch it. And what does Solomon's name mean? Rest. You know what I'm saying? So after the master goes in the grave and resurrects the dead, because he said, come unto me all ye that labor and I will give you rest. After that, everybody from that seed has to be afflicted. If you're going to be born of him, you're going to be afflicted. There's no way around that. Or you're not of the kingly seed. You're not of that line. You weren't born of him. We read Isaiah 59:20. Say everybody will come to the Redeemer, will come to Zion. Everyone that turned from transgression of Jacob. And this is the covenant I shall make with thee. The word that is in your mouth and your seed, and your seed. So if you are the seed of Amashah, then you would be technically of the seed of David, because you're the seed of the beloved. This is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. If you are born of him, you must be afflicted, or you are not of that seed. Therefore, salvation will not attain to you, because he said, I will scourge every son whom I receive. If he don't do it, he's a liar. But you know what it is right to do? That means that's literal lineage. So be it. I'm not going to argue with you about it. It says what it says. If you can't see what he means by that, then so be it. Just like we read last night. They want to walk in the letter of the law and not the ruach of it, because you don't believe it. So you deserve a rock upside your head. As the law was written on tables of stone, you deserve a stone upside your head, which is why he say they stumble at the stumbling stone. Just like they stumbled at the law in the wilderness. They just couldn't get it. You know what I'm saying? And you just can't get it now. They can't get right on no level. Come on, man. I want another king. I don't want this nigga here. Let's go to 2 Kings 14. Give me 10, man. Matter of fact, I don't even want him. We talk about him all the time. We gotta find somebody we can talk about. Let's go to 16, man. Talk about Ahaz. Matter of fact, it's better to go to Chronicles. Some of their stories a little bit more detailed than Chronicles.
You want Amazon?
No. Come on to 2 Chronicles chapter 13. We just looking at how all these men, all I can say, affliction is all but to make you humble. To keep you in, because if you get afflicted and brought low, then you have to stay in subjection to the source of your strength. Go ahead.
13
and 1.
Now in the 18th year of King Jeroboam began Abijah to reign over Yehudah. And he reigned 3 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Micaiah, the daughter of Uriel of Gibeah. And there was war between Abijah and Jeroboam. And Abijah sat in the battle array with the army of valiant men of war, even 400,000 chosen men. Jeroboam also sat in the battle array against him with 800,000 chosen men, being mighty men of valor.
So now we see Abijah coming in, and he got affliction he got to deal with, because he got to go to war with Yasharah, which a lot of us don't realize that there was a lot of civil war going on amongst our people for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? You just noticed that in 2 different chapters of a civil war going on. See, most of us only talk about the civil war with Benjamin going after the buttholes. You know what I'm saying? But there was civil war amongst Yasharal continually and constantly. Go ahead, man.
Right. 4. And Abijah stood up on Mount Zemarim, which is in the Mount Ephraim.
Let's see what Abijah told him.
And said, Hear thou me, O Jeroboam, and all the Yasharal. Ought ye not to know that Yahuwah Elohim of Yasharal gave the kingdom over Yasharal to Daud forever, even to him and his sons by a covenant of
Oh, he
salt?
said he gave the kingdom to who?
Him and his sons.
Him and his who?
Sons.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, man. Now, didn't he say he got to afflict his seed forever? Didn't it just say that the king, the chief ruler come up out of him? And it just said he made you kings and priests, and the Mashiach is your father, and you will be his son? That means the kingdom only for those who come from him. If you ain't from him, you can't get in. Can't get in. You got to be from that lineage. Read that Psalms 89 again, man. Psalm 89 and 29. Because if we take what he just said, we read this, what he swore to David, right, last night. If we take what he said, can't no other tribe rule over the kingdom then, can it? You got to come from that line to be able to rule. Go ahead.
Psalms 89 and
29.
His seed also will I make to endure forever, and his throne as the days of Shamaim. If his children forsake my law and not walk in my judgments, If they break statutes and keep not my commandments, then I will visit their transgression with the rod and their iniquities with stripes. Nevertheless, my loving kindness will I not utterly take from him, nor suffer my faithfulness to fail.
Now pause. Give me 2 Timothy 4, I believe. If it ain't 2 Timothy 4, it'll be 1 Timothy 4. Why are you eating plastic? Yeah. 4 and 1. Tell me what 2 Timothy 4 is.
I take thee therefore, charge thee therefore, Elohim, and the Master Yahushua, who shall judge the quick and the dead, his appearance in the kingdom. Preach the word, be in season, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort, and with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned to fables. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of the ministry. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought the good fight, and I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
You did what?
I have kept the faith.
Go ahead.
Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness.
A crown of what?
A crown of righteousness.
A crown of faith. Now who else gonna have a crown on their head but who? But the kings. And if you from the seed of David, you ain't gonna have no crown? Did he not say he'll give you a crown? Well, let's see what the master told you he'd give you a crown. Is that in Revelation chapter 3 he told you he'd give you a crown? Because he said he made you kings by his own blood. So if he made you kings by his own blood, then you would have to technically be of Yehuda, which is what? The praise of Yah. Who is the praise of Yah? He talked about David repeatedly. And he said, I will afflict his sons, but not forever. The affliction stops when he returns. That's why he said in John 16:33, he said, in the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. Now you know why he told him that. In the world you got to have tribulation. If you are the seed of Daoud, if you are the seed of the beloved, you must have trouble. If you don't have trouble, the prophecy that Nathan gave to Solomon is a lie. It's a lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was Nathan, but nevertheless, it was a lie. Because that's what he said. But a nigga like to say that just literally means so when is the seed of David? We being afflicted because we Judah. Nigga, but that don't mean you are the seed of David, stupid. So many other people are in the house of Judah. Huh? Like a nigga act like that's the only seed in the house of Judah is David. Everybody, we from the seed of David. How you know, nigga? Nigga, you don't even know who your own daddy is. You ain't never met that nigga. Your mama might not know who your daddy is. Revelation 3 and 10.
It said, because thou hast kept thy word of patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptations, which shall come upon all the world, to try them which dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Take your what?
Take thy crown.
Only person get a crown is the king. Y'all lie to me. Y'all know I ain't lying. There's a lot of niggas shooting. Nigga, I know who he is. I don't know that nigga like that, though. I don't know nothing about his lineage or none of that.
Get down.
You know what I'm talking about? You got niggas right about I'm from the seed of David. Nigga ain't never seen their daddy before.
Yeah.
Nigga can't even know the first letter in his name. Nigga don't know his birthday, favorite cologne, nothing. They just know somebody dropped off a seed in their mouth.
That nigga said, yo, mama.
Well, there's a lot of chicks out here, they don't know who their children daddy is. Come on, back. 2 Chronicles 13. Well, there's a lot of niggas don't know who they daddy is. Mama sitting right here. Y'all done seen them hoes on board. This the fifth man you brought up here. Seriously? Nigga said you brought 7, 8 men up here. You getting off like that? You letting everybody go, Coach A? Really? I ain't never understood that until I don't know who my child father is. You need to reassess your life. Because clearly you got some problems. How many people you laying with? Well, you see, they say syphilis cases going up in Duval County. Better thank y'all for the word, boy. Keep your junk in your pants. You got AIDS and syphilis running wild in here. These niggas don't care. Mess around, see a nigga, he got bumps all on his arm. What's wrong with you?
I got
Niggas wearing sweaters.
Nigga say in the summer, this nigga talking about I got eczema. There ain't no eczema, cuz that's pus coming out of there.
I've been scratching it.
It itches. It itches. That nigga got herpes on their neck, all type of stuff. These niggas be in trouble. 13 and 7, 6 actually.
It said, yet Jeroboam son of Nebat, the servant of Solomon, said unto Daud, it is risen up, and have rebelled against his master.
Just like Judas and all the scribes and Pharisees rose up and rebelled against their master. Then he say the ox know his crib,
The ox know his owner.
know his owner. Say, but my children, my people don't know. They have rebelled against me. Come on.
It said, and there are gathered unto him vain men.
Gathered unto who?
Vain men.
Worthless men.
Children of Belial.
Sons of the devil.
And have strengthened themselves against Rehoboam, the son of Solomon. When Rehoboam was young and tender
He
hearted.
was young and tender hearted.
Could not withstand.
Go ahead.
And now ye think to withstand the kingdom of Yahuwah in the hand of the sons of Daud, and ye be a great multitude, and there are with you a golden calf, which Jeroboam made you for Elohim.
So in this one here, Yasharal is coming up against this young man.
Tenderhearted.
Tenderhearted.
Can't withstand.
He can't stand up.
I was there one day.
You know what I'm saying? He can't stand up. He can't withstand the wiles. See, hold on, let me show you something. Let me show you something. It's that 2 Corinthians chapter 2, man, about verse 5. Tell me what that says. That might be what I'm looking for. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 5. You know, if you can't be able to withstand it, that means you don't know the wiles or the manipulation or the skill that they will use to stop it.
2 Corinthians
2 and 5. William J. Tubington. What you doing?
2 and 5. 2 Corinthians 2 and 5. But if any have caused grief, he have not grieved me, but in part, that I may not overcharge you all. Sufficient to such a man is this punishment which was inflicted of many, so that, contrariwise, ye ought rather to forgive him and comfort him, lest perhaps such one should be swallowed up with overmuch sorrow. It said, wherefore I beseech you that ye would confirm your love towards him, for to this end also did I write, that I might know the proof of you, whether ye be obedient in all things.
If you don't realize, this is pretty much what Paul's saying is just what they were just saying to this nigga for trying this jit. You know what I'm saying? You don't think it was some sorrow and Abiyah, all this stuff he dealing with? Because it wasn't Abiyah going to these people telling them this. Because y'all adding sorrow on the sorrow to this young man. He can't fight against you. Keep going, because he's finna say what I'm looking for.
He say, to whom ye forgive anything, I forgive also. For if I forgave anything to whom I forgave it, for your sakes forgave I it in the person of the Mashiach,
yes, sir.
or the presence. It says, lest the adversary should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
And he ignorant of his devices, but see, he was young and tenderhearted, so he was ignorant of his devices. He couldn't withstand them. He didn't know. When you're young and tenderhearted, that just means you're soft, you're gentle, you're inexperienced.
Naive.
You know what I'm saying? Naive. You ain't got no skill in war. I mean, now on the flip side, you done seen it all your days in your life, and most of you one was the nigga who was doing it. That's how a lot of young girls get tricked out of their virginity. Young and tenderhearted. They ain't know. You know what I'm saying? They were ignorant of it. They couldn't withstand it. They ain't know your devices. They ain't gonna know. Go ahead and hit that blunt, girl. Sip this right here. You know you pretty. He really loves me. Let me get some of that butt. And you go ahead. Next thing you know, here you go. 9 months later, that nigga's gone.
9 months later, that nigga was gone last week.
Some of them stick around if they like it. Yeah, oh man, Stanley, you hit the running man on them whole dude.
The standing man.
Hey, on the flip side, a lot of young boys, they young and tender-hearted. All the girl got to do is brush her breast on his arm, bat an eye to at him. He going right in the pocket. Here you go, girl. She left me. Drives a cement truck. She don't even answer my phone call.
I must say cement truck. Quick drive.
Ain't right. Come on back. Come on, man. This ain't right. I liked it her. You know what I'm saying? They said, nah, they young. They don't say they love it. I liked it a lot, bro. They might take you about that whole no Fruitopia and chicken wings, nigga.
He like that. He done spurred. The Fruitopia, yeah. That used to be a puller, huh?
Yeah, that was the puller. He was like through the lunch line, girl, I got you, girl. What you want? You want strawberry or orange?
I give my free lunch cheeseburger.
That hoe gonna be good and hungry, man. I ain't got nothing for you. Well, it's real out here. You 16, 15, 16 years old. Shoot, nigga, I ain't got no job, nigga. And if you do, ain't making a lot.
Anything they can get.
Who? You buy me a Fruitopia? No, I ain't got it. Shoot, I got it, but I don't got it. I don't like it that much. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just like this here trying to impress them. Cause you know you came through the Fruitopia and the wings, you supposed to been doing something. You ain't have to actually slide through with the regular tray. You know what I'm saying?
You put a little red band and tropical down.
You pulling that out. So you know what I'm saying? That's what niggas trying to do. They trying to impress the chick. You know what I'm saying? You know your people that sent you through with just enough money to buy you something to eat and slide somewhere else and you can like this here. But I like it though.
I'll be hungry after school.
I ain't finna be hungry. Shoot, baby, I ain't got it. You better slide your card. I bet I ain't finna be hungry. They impress who?
Y'all had cards back then?
Oh no, straight cash on it.
Oh, that's probably simple. I ain't nobody know that. Oh, we the only ones that had cards.
Then you had lunch cards, you know what I'm saying? But they were plastic, paper with laminated plastic on the top. Shoot, straight cash on it.
We had real cards.
After you get over reduced lunch.
Yo, this in the 90s, baby. You know, straight cash on me. You know what I'm saying? Show them that lunch card, they look at it. Shoot, you talking about that extras? Nigga, you faulty, nigga. Where you get some money from if your people don't give you nothing? Most of us were poor. Boy, all them niggas who ain't had nothing, but they weren't dropping nothing no more. 7 niggas was selling dope.
Oh, never mind. Got it.
Shoot, come on.
He was stuck.
Man, the only time niggas bought they girl, that's your old lady. You talking about random trying to impress a chick? Oh no, she can't get nothing. Yo, you know you gonna break bread with your old lady. What type of nigga ain't gonna break bread with his old lady? You got your old lady a Fruitopia in a wing or two?
Patch up.
You gonna patch up? You know what I'm saying? Your old lady. You around here talking about I like her, bro. Trying to impress her. You better stop being a lame. That girl ain't even thought about you. You ain't said nothing to her. You trying to drop a Fruitopia on her. Better keep them $1.50 in your pocket, nigga. Go ahead.
That boy, that hard.
Back then, yeah.
It say, and now ye think withstand the kingdom of Yahuwah in the hand of the sons of Daud, and ye be a great multitude. And there are with you golden calves which ye are born made for you as Elohims. Have ye not cast out the priests of Yahuwah, the sons of Aaron?
Oh, that's good. Drop the 13. We got to roll.
It says, but Jeroboam caused an ambush to come about behind them. So they were before Yehuda, but the ambush was behind them. And when Yehuda looked back, behold, the battle was before and behind, and they cried to Yehuda. And the priest sounded with trumpets.
What did our people before and behind the mashak when they came and got him? Go ahead.
And the men of Yehuda gave a shout. And as the men of Yehuda shouted, it came to pass that Elohim smote Jeroboam.
Did not the mashak give a shout on the stage? Let's see what he say about him.
And the children of Yasharah fled before Yehuda, and Elohim delivered them into their hands. And Abiah and his people slew them with a great slaughter. So fell down slain of Yasharah 500,000 chosen men. Thus the children of Yasharah were brought under at that time. The children of Yehuda
They were brought where?
Brought under at that time.
Now let's look at Hebrew chapter 5. I seen the brothers finna have a debate May the 5th. You know what it's about? It's Psalms 110 about David or some other man. And you know where you're going to be able to kill that argument? You know where that argument is destroyed? Who knows where you can destroy that argument in less than 35 seconds, maybe 40? Everyone in this room should know where you can destroy that argument. Psalms 110. Yeah, it's talking about Melchizedek in that chapter. Where can you destroy that's David in less than 30 seconds?
All three of you got
Hebrews would be like order of Melchizedek.
Yeah, the order. So how would you destroy his argument within 30 seconds?
Using the OT.
You didn't even got to use nothing.
What Psalm say? That's
Psalms 110.
It was basically saying that he should sit in the right hand.
Yeah.
You should know what Psalm 110. Everybody know that verse. Much of them niggas argue about it. He says, "Sit at my right hand, right?" Okay, so what can you use to destroy that in 30 seconds? What can you use, John, to destroy that in 30 seconds? Gotta make it quick. Quick on your toes. Stand it. Quick on your toes. Pimp.
He says, "Say unto my master." You talking about if it's David or not?
Yeah, he's saying one person saying it's David. So how can you destroy that argument within 30 seconds?
My master, sit at my right hand.
Okay, Darius. Look, bro, you want to take a shot? Look at that, be like, nigga, don't play with me like that. How can you destroy that in 30 seconds, D?
I didn't get the question.
They're saying they're having a debate that Psalms 110 is about David or is it about Yahusha? One person is of the the vantage point that is David. How can you destroy that Psalms 110 is not about David? And you can do it in less than 30 seconds.
He said my master said my master.
Okay, I got one. I think I got it. When they say thou art a priest after the order of Melchizedek.
So how can you destroy that?
David's not a priest.
That's how it's over with. That whole argument is over. Oh, I didn't hear it. You didn't tell me. Yeah, that's what that's how you destroy it. That's what she just said. That's over. It's over. That's over.
If you saying it's David,
that's over. Just what she said. She just said it in front of the hearing. It's over.
If it's talking about David,
it's over.
From Levi.
He's not a priest.
Look, he got it. Look.
What if the niggas say,
I know you had to read it.
Say what?
What if they say when David put on that priestly garment?
He didn't say he put on the ephod.
Yeah.
That's just something on his head.
The ephod.
Breastplate was the Levitical priest was. I'm just asking this.
No, I'm talking about that ain't even what he put on because they said he put something on his head.
No, they say he put on the ephod.
You know what I'm saying?
But now, just because he put it on, that don't make him a priest. Saul put it on.
Yeah, I was just saying. That's how people like it. That's what
But on this side is it. Was David a priest? Can anybody go in the book and show David being a priest? Conversation over with. That's over with. We ain't got to go no further. Because the onus is on you to prove David to be a priest.
Yeah. At that point, once the context is established.
Show me what y'all ever told this man in another place that he would make him a priest. On Psalms 110, me nigga. I need another witness. That matter ain't been established. Somebody smoking crack. Somebody smoking crack. It's you. Come on. Hebrews 5 and 4. Make it 5 and 1.
5 and 1 reads, for every high priest taken from among men is ordained for men in things pertaining to Elohim, that he may offer both gifts and sacrifices for sin. Who can have compassion on the ignorant, and on them that are out of the way? For that he himself also is compassed with infirmity. And by reason hereto he all asked for the people, so also for himself to offer for sin. And no man taketh his honor unto himself.
No man.
But he that is called Elohim, as was Aaron.
Yes, sir.
So also Mashiach esteemed not himself but to be made a high priest, but he that said unto him, thou art my son, today I have begotten thee. As he said also in another place, that thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek, who in the day of his flesh, when he had offered up prayers and supplication with strong crying and tears unto him that was able to save him from death, and was heard in that he feared.
That's cool. But hold on, pause. That's the same way you see that they were heard and that they feared. They feared Elohim because it said they relied on. I'm looking for the chapter and I'm trying to remember. It might be chapter 7. Oh no, where he literally tells him in here about talking about that he was going to put his thing on his feet. Well, just give me 1 Corinthians 15, and we'll just do that. 22. I know it's in Hebrews. We show the time. 1 Corinthians 15 and 22. Make it 20. Well, he said he brought Yasharal up under him. If they prevail, that means they're under his subjection, under his rule. Everything had to come under Hamashiach's rule because he relied on his Elohim and not upon himself, because he afflicted that seed. And I'm going to continue this one here because it allows me to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, that you can learn about majority of all the kings of Yehuda at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of you don't know. Most of y'all probably didn't even know who this guy was. And there are many, many others from Asa and and Manasseh and Jehoshaphat and Amaziah and Joash and Jehoram, and many of them did many, many things.
At the end, Jehoiakim.
Yeah, you know all of them. Most of their stories are detailed more in Chronicles than it is in Kings. They mention them and then they tell you to go read Chronicles. And every last one of them were afflicted. Hezekiah was afflicted several times. Do you know what I'm saying? Joash was afflicted. All of them were afflicted because the man has to keep his word. And then we just leave that. We know how Mashiach was afflicted. That's why we ain't been going back and forth looking at it, because we already know this. You know what I'm saying? But the key point of the matter is to show from what we dealt with last night and Wednesday that if you're of his seed, then you got to be afflicted too. Or Yah's a liar. See, that hit me last night when we hit it. That's why I came in here with it today, because I was going to do something else. But that didn't happen today. Go ahead. 1 Corinthians 15 and 20. Then we just stop right there for now, because before the lady come get us.
But now Mashiach is risen from the dead and become the firstborn of them that slept. For since by man came death, and by man came also resurrection of the dead.
Yep.
For as in Adam all die, even so the Mashiach shall all be made alive. But every man in his own order. The Mashiach the first fruits, afterwards they that are of the Mashiach at his coming.
Go ahead.
Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom of Elohim, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet.
Does not this king just reign and put his enemies under his feet? And who's the last enemy, sir?
And the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
Well, hallelujah for Yahushua and word. We stop right there for now.